Yeah, because when you are hot, that is not a good thing. So when it comes to turning on air conditioning, what laws do landlords across the region have to follow? Well, in Virginia, the state's administrative code states that a landlord is required to turn on the AC by May 15th. That date is the same for landlords in the district. In Maryland, there's no state law that lays out a time frame, but as we just told you, local jurisdictions can set their own rules. And when it comes to this air conditioning crisis, experts we spoke to say people are facing a new reality fueled by climate change.
Yeah, our Scott Broom continues our coverage tonight with some of the challenges that lie ahead. Scott.
Leslie's reporting with Dr. Earl Stoddard there in Montgomery County really put a finger on it. It's all about this machinery. This machinery in many cases is 30, sometimes even more years old. And it is simply not designed for the type of climate variations that we're experiencing with temperatures that go up to the 90s and end up back down in the 50s a short time later. Take a look.
So Dave, what is this thing? Okay, the trade name for this is an evaporative cooling tower.
Dave Kyle of Trademasters has engineered big cooling systems his entire career.
Water cascades through this machine.
He explained why building owners can struggle with systems in the age of global warming while residents sweat.
They use a thing called a cooling tower that needs to be put away for the winter. So essentially we put it into a winter hibernation mode to protect it from the winter elements. One of the difficulties is if we switch over too early is that as many people complain about not having enough cooling, you get an equal amount of people saying they're not warm enough.
And this machine can't just turn around on a dime.
We can't turn it around on a dime. It's one or the other.
Is this a symptom of climate change?
Yeah, for sure.
For more perspective on this, WUSA9 reached out to the American Society of Heating, Refrigerating, and Air Conditioning Engineers, which sets standards for buildings around the world. Robert Bean is an ASHRAE fellow who spoke from Canada.
The challenge that we're seeing is that the buildings of the past are asked to perform in today's world, which the loads were never anticipated. And we see that all over the world.
In the D.C. region, record highs are now 20 times more common than record lows, according to National Weather Service data. And episodes of wild temperature swings are more acute as records break in normally cooler months like April and May.
Way worse than it was before.
The results have been repeatedly documented by WUSA9 reporting since 2021.
A lot of us got COPD, a lot of us diabetic.
Stressed out people, hot elders being rushed to hospitals.
You get desperate, it's very easy.
With global warming, I mean, it's getting hotter and hotter.
It's really a life or death issue.
And local governments under pressure to force landlords to provide air conditioning from stressed out systems that are simply not built for this new reality.
Certainly the last 5 years, we see a lot more need for earlier season, a lot more requests for earlier season cooling.
Ultimately, the expert I talked to from ASHRAE said the long-term solution, just like climate change, is long-term. It's going to be redesigning buildings, re-retrofitting buildings, putting in new systems. Of course, that's massively expensive and will take years, if not decades, to unfold. So in the short term, they are recommending that local authorities not only look at these air conditioning regulations, but also be prepared to take action when people get hot. Cooling centers like we're aware of, and even working with landlords to create cooling centers inside buildings when things get really serious so they can move people into a cooler section of the building. It's all about preparation until the world can adapt to the way the weather's changing. Lorenzo, back to you.
Yeah, it sounds like we're talking about this issue at the same time every year. We got to work on it. Scott, thank you.